Hey, welcome back. In this video, we will learn about the padding in CSS. So padding, if you remember, I will go to the browser and go here. So the padding is the space, which is optional space between the border and the content. Okay, the content box. So we can add padding. By default, padding is non-existent, but we can add some padding. Okay, so go to the code editor, and here what I'll do, I'll just get rid of this, get rid of these things as well. Okay, all right. And then what I can do, I can get rid of this and do a span of hey, hey, this is a span. Okay, this is a span. All right. So save and go to the browser, and here, as you can see, here is our span. And also what I'll do, I will just get rid of this as well. Okay, so now this is our heading and this is a span. So let's select that. So let's do span and do border. Let's do 2 pixels solid and do something like salmon or this slate blue, something like this. Okay, and go here. Right now, as you can see, our border is just fitting the content of the span, but for our heading, because it is a block level element, it is spanning across the whole screen. Okay, now what I can do, I can show it to you. So here, this h1, so as you can see here, I'll just zoom in a little bit. So as you can see, the padding values are non-existent here. The border is 5 pixel here, and then we have some margins which the browser adds by default for the h1. Once again, we have this span. So for the span, we do not have any margin, and also we do not have any padding, but the border is 2 pixel. Okay, all right, so let's go here and do something like padding. And here, this padding is the shorthand syntax for 4 different CSS properties which is related to padding. So if I go here in the MDN documentation, the padding, here it is, and here what we can do, we can individually set the padding top, padding right, padding bottom, and padding left. So let's do that first of all, and then we will come back to the shorthand. So padding left of 10 pixel, padding right of 10 pixel, padding bottom of 10 pixel, and padding right, we have done that. So padding top, okay, top of 10 pixel. And here you can set anything. I am here setting the all of the padding to 10 pixel because I want to show that how we can set the padding, but you can set anything. Okay, now here, as you can see, there is a gap between our content box and the border. And if I just inspect that, now we have the padding for each side of 10 pixel. Okay, we can go ahead and change it to something like padding right. For padding right, what I can do, I can do 20 pixel, and padding left, I can do 20 pixel as well. So if I do that, we can have that as well. And now we have the padding left and the padding right 20 pixel. All right, so this is pretty much easy to understand. Now what we will do, we will go here and comment out this, and we will learn about the shorthand syntax, which is padding and not auto. This auto completes that. But before doing something with the padding, let's go to the documentation and check the syntax for that. So here is that. And now as you can see, we can add padding to something like this one em or one rem. We didn't learn about that, but we will definitely do. So let's add some pixels, right? So let's do something like 10 pixel. It's it, and what it will do, it will add 10 pixels of padding to each side for all of the sides. Okay, the left, right, top and bottom. All right. Then we have some other syntax, which is the top and bottom and left and right. So we can add two different values. The first value will indicate the top and bottom, and the second value will indicate the left and right. So let's do that. So for the top and bottom, I want 10 pixel, and for the left and right, what we had previously, right now I want 30 pixel. Okay, and hit save and go here in the browser. And if I just select that once again, so here it is. So we have the padding of 10 pixel top and bottom, and for the left and right we have the 30 pixel. All right, now what we can do, we can go to the documentation once again, and now we have the other syntax as well, which is basically for 4 values for each of the paddings. But you have to keep in mind is that these 4 values are not random. These 4 values has to be passed in the clockwise order. So first value will indicate the top padding, the second value will indicate the right padding, then the third value will indicate the bottom padding, and the fourth value will indicate the left padding. So let's see that in action. So for the top I want 10 pixel, for the right I want 15 pixel, for the bottom I want something like 12 pixel, and for the left I want something like 60 pixel, something like that. Okay, and hit save and go to the code, not the code editor but in the browser. And as you can see, if I just inspect that, as you can see, so here is our padding. For the left we have 60 pixel, for the top we have 10, for the right we have 15, for the bottom we have 12 pixel, okay, of padding. All right, so this is the padding, and once again I have showed that to you in the previous video as well. So whenever I am selecting this, so the padding is selected and it is selecting in the a greenish color, then the border is basically the yellowish color and the margin is the orangish color. Okay, so in that way you can see the margin paddings in the element. Okay, so yeah, this is the basically the padding in CSS.